Hello, hello. There we go. Hey, Blurgle. Thank you for letting me know that I was muted. Yeah. I actually checked this before streaming, and then I decided to update my PC right before starting the stream, which kicked my mic out. But I'm back. I'm back. And who got killed? How's it going? How are you doing? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. We're I didn't add the mic back in there. Hello, hello, hello. My yes, Blurgle. I caught it. I actually caught it. I caught it. Thank you for letting me know. I need to add the mic into the other scene. Now I'm not muted. But yeah, so I updated my PC right before streaming, even though I checked everything right prior. And whenever I update, it removes my mic from the streaming software. So we're all good. Oh, hail. Hey, Romaine. So I'm doing good. That's like the first thing I'm going to pop out there. And there have been so many updates while I was gone. So I want to read through the updates and chat and just, do that. And then we've got time, energy, and we're all vibing it. I'd like to play because I haven't played games in a while. I just updated my PC since I got back from the hospital, so yeah. I've been away. I've been away. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's really good. Oops, muted. Yeah. I'm still as confused as I was prior, but yeah. So we can do general update first, I think, because I think I'm comfortable telling you guys everything. So, because I have had time to think about it, obviously, and whatever. So, right before I disappeared, I lost vision, as in the sense that I couldn't see, but I could see. So I would just see two pictures on top of each other the whole time, which means I couldn't see. Because if you got two different images on top of each other, well, you're not going to see anything. And this messed up my walking abilities, so I had to go to the hospital. So I was in the hospital for a week, and I was away, actually just locked in a hospital, which is why there were no updates on the YouTube, and I'm sorry for not updating you that I was going to be away for a while and all that. But that's like the health update, sort of. Why I've been missing for so long. I've actually been in the hospital, and I came back a bit ago, and then I needed to see family because, obviously. Obviously everyone all worried and all that, but I'm good now. I'm trying to upgrade my PC. I'm going to be the one at the hospital soon. Because of the damage it's going to do to you getting a new PC. Or otherwise. Or because I don't know. I don't know what that means, Romaine. You'll be fine. But yeah, so I was at the hospital for a while, and then I needed to see family. And I've still got quite a bit going on this week, so it might still take about a week till normal streams come back. I don't know if you want to know about, what's actually wrong. I should, with a little time, be completely back to normal because of the headache. Oh, then you should maybe go and check it out. Better be safe than sorry. You don't want to end up being stuck in a hospital for a week because, oh my god, hospitals are horrible. You're just trapped and you can't do anything and you're so bored. And there's so many sick people. And it's good that they exist and all that, but at the same time, it's horrible being trapped there. Did the cats survive? The cats are doing really good, yeah. They survived both the mountains and me being away for a week. So it's real good. Nurgle's doing fine. Sprenny's doing great. They're running around somewhere doing whatever, cats. Unless it's the US health system, because then they charge you $50K. Yeah. You don't want to end up in a US hospital even more than any other hospital. There might be some other hospitals you don't want to go to. I got some stories from the hospital, but I think those will most likely come out as they come out. So the general gist of what's been up was I've been in the hospital for a week. There was a lesion on my inner brain, a very small one, and it messed up my vision and balance. I am responding pretty good to medication, so I will most likely be fine. Like, I'm already pretty fine. Like, I can live a normal life at this level of recovery. My vision's still not super great. Until I'm done taking the medication, though, I'm not going to go to an optician. But if my vision doesn't get better than where it currently is, I'll go to an optician. Because I'm definitely having more vision issues than I had prior. But when it comes to, thinking and being foggy, that has gotten so much better. Like, I'm in a good, healthy place. So I'm doing pretty good. That's the big update. I had a massive scare. And I hope if any of you guys have this scare, best of luck. Don't have this kind of scare. It sucks. It sucks. But I'm doing good. And that's generally where we're at when it comes to my health. I've got some tests still coming. I got a needle stabbed in my back. Whew, that was scary. That was very, very scary. Got lumbar puncture. That was scary. I don't know. I'm good. I miss streaming. I miss chatting. Really glad to hear you're recovering well. Yeah, me too. I'm really happy. At the end, it was so at the end of the hospital stay. It was so rough being there, just because it's like, I'm okay, and I can't do anything here, and I'm stuck, and I can't sleep here, and I can't do anything. I needed to leave so bad. I had so much pent up horrible things, because I was trapped in the hospital. I am not a good hospital person, but I'm good. And honestly, yeah, that's like, the important thing. I'm good. I miss streaming, which was really nice to see as well for me, because, this is fun. I really enjoy coming around and chatting. Hola Skinks, hola Zardok. And there have been so many random updates while I was away. So there's a blog post that I haven't read any of this. I want to actually see what this is all about. But yeah, my vision is definitely not what it should be. That's weird. So this is also a little bit of test of how much streaming is actually going to strain my eyes as well. That's not a planned thing. I'm just brain word vomiting on you guys a little bit because I haven't planned this out completely. I've been wanting to stream for a while, but schedule packed. Everything packed. And I want to catch up on the Total War news. And then I'm hoping we have time to play something. Since I got brain damage, there's maybe we should play some Gorse because, zombies. But I don't know specifically what I want to play, and I haven't played Total War since I've been in the hospital. I played a couple games, 2 games of AoE just to see if I can handle, anything on a PC, and how confused or vision messed up. What did I want to play most when I was in the hospital? When I think about playing Total War, Kugoth. It's always Kugoth. It's such a problem. I only want to ever play Kugoth and Miao Yang. What brain damage? I got brain damage. I'm brain damage. I'm the brain damage. But it's reversible brain damage. It should be, by the end of it, completely gone. And if it ever comes back, they can figure out what it is. Because, by the way, this is the other thing. So if you ever had hospital scares, this is another thing. They don't know where the brain damage came from. They know it's the thing causing the problems, and the brain damage will go away. No clipping out of context. I have reversible brain damage that is almost gone. Now you can go and call me brain dead. Yeah, but what's different from your usual brain damage? Exactly. There we go. That's what we need. What's different from your normal brain damage? Yup. So I'm good. We got to make those jokes. So that's really annoying, though, about the not knowing what actually, caused the damage to happen. But if it ever comes back, then they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. They did so many tests. They took so much blood. I've done so many MRIs. I've got another MRI tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the MRI. Otherwise, on the 22nd is the MRI. I'm not sure. Either tomorrow's MRI again or on the 22nd. So many tests were done. The lumbar puncture. Oh, that was the scariest thing ever. And everything else was just kind of okay. But yeah, brain to wrinkly, hell yeah. We will follow the cult leader. Also, it was my birthday while I was away. And Romaine specifically in chat gave me a little nurgling. And he is over there with, oh, you can't see. How do I do this? I'll bring you. He went through secret channels so I would receive it without him knowing where I live. Nurgling currently lives. Here we go. Nurgling currently lives in the Marathi helmet. This is a little Nurgling I got as a present. The seat lies. This is a little cute Nurgling. And his name is now Lesion. Brain Lesion. Because it happened around when I got my brain damage. So he's just gonna live there. He found secret ways through the Discord to manage to get something to me. Hey, it's Ash after reincarnation? Exactly. So, is it pretty cute, right? Gotta love Nurgling. He's super cute. He's gonna live in Marathi helmet. It's super cute. But, yeah. Brain to wrinkly, yeah. If you ever travel to the UK, you need to visit the massive Nurgle plushie. There's a big one? I've seen lots of pictures from Warhammer World and like people making videos because a couple people, content creators I like, have gone to different events at Warhammer World. I've never been. Is there a massive Nurgling? I need a secret tab that you guys don't get a look at while I go and Google. Massive plushie. You don't need to see how bad I type. No one needs to see that. Oh, he's so big. He's so big. I hope this lady's actually really tall and that this boy's bigger than me. Yes, we need massive Nurgling. We need ooh. We need plushies. We need giant plushies. Do we need those? No, we don't. Do we want them? Kind of. And then these guys are cute, and these guys are cute. I like plushies. That's smaller than the one I saw. You saw a bigger one? Ash will be reborn as the Nurgling that will be later known as Kuga. Of course I will be. But yeah, so in general, health update wise, I'll be most likely completely fine. Yeah, it's taller than me, 180. Okay, then it's taller than me. If it's bigger than 180, it's bigger than me. If it's not, then hey, good to see you're alive. Yeah, I'm good. And like, it also felt a little bit strange going and writing anything like, I got brain damage and I'm in the hospital. Because overall, like, I was always good. Just, I had brain damage and couldn't see. But, mentally I was sound. My level of sound. Not the soundest. But there's been, like, so many updates. Good to see you again, Radiant One. I'm glad you're feeling better. I am doing better. And it will only get better. And, yeah. I think that covers health updates. Streams will be back. They're not going to be back just completely normally yet. Just because I got a bunch of doctor's appointment and a lot of things to do. The Warhammer World thing, I'll have to think about that. I will have to think about that. The UK isn't very far. Maybe one day I'll go and see a giant Nurgling. And honestly, I've talked about my health so much in the last whatever amount of time. I'm good for a new topic. So, I should make some kind of note to myself that I can go and make clips in this stream if people want to check in. So, I've been away for a while, and there have been a lot of changes to the game There have been a bunch of update blog posts and stuff. So I think there were like 2 patches while I was away. I missed 2 whole patches. And there was a hot fix to one of the patches. I don't know. Is it worth reading the patches, or should we just play? Dev blog. What's the dev blog about? So I haven't caught any of this, so I need you to let me know if it's worth reading any of this, or if I should just skip it and just play some games. I think the blog update might be good to read. I told you my vision isn't as good as it used to be. What is this? We need old people vision now. So, the dev blog we want to read. They will do changes to the Lizardman and Orsko. Do we have a date for it? Mitchell... Okay, so that's also the dev blog has something about the patch that did come out. Because is this out? Is this live? This patch also includes a number of... I think this is live. An hour ago. No, this is most likely for tomorrow then. So I'm assuming this is for tomorrow. Gold campaign features. Wait, are we getting actually exciting things? What is this? Cornurgle scenes feature. Ooh, this is so necessary. The cults have been so trash. As in, doing nothing for most of them. I don't know if that actually does anything. Campaign preface. This is going to be tomorrow, isn't it? Because they are posting them early? Not yet, I don't think so. Apparently it's 5.2. 5.2, yeah. Higher difficulty updates. Why, what? Battle, orcs and goblins, reinforcement. Okay, we'll definitely go through this one. This one looks important. Was 1.3 important? I think 1.3 wasn't super important. Graphics, animation, audio, performance stability. Yeah, the 1.3, 5.1.3 seems like it was a bunch of... Just go and tag me in chat if 5.1.3 had anything important in it, and then we'll read that. We're not going to read the dev update because that's just about this. And then we'll go through this because this looks like this has stuff. Yeah. Campaign. Ooh, this looks exciting. Oh, okay. Okay. A lot of... Ooh, we are doing patch read. 5.1.3 was forgettable. 5.2 is the big one. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking big. Okay, so we'll go through this then. Yeah. There we go. We know what we want to see. Was just bug fixes? Okay. Yeah, 20th of August. This does arrive tomorrow. There we go. See? Reading ability. So down. I should have caught this in the beginning. So, patch 5.2.0 arrives tomorrow, August 20th. So it's here tomorrow. And a bunch of new content. And we're getting the refreshers of legacy content. There are also bug fixes, a new feature for the dwarfs, the deeps, a rework of the Chaos Cult feature. So maybe we need tomorrow we can go and try out some actual, fun, new, exciting stuff. But we can go and look at it. A new small global feature, unusual locations, an update to the Cathay Ivory Road feature. Dwarfs. So dwarfs are getting a new campaign feature. And dwarfs just got their big thing. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay. Have you guys read through it? Is this good? Does it look good? Have you read through it? Is this exciting? Okay, so the dwarfs. The deeps. New campaign feature. All dwarfs factions now have access to a brand new campaign feature called the deeps. After constructing the Great Gate building in your settlement, you'll gain access to a new location beneath your Karoks, the deeps. These deeper locations within Dwarfhold, extending down to the Underdeep, offer ample opportunities to expand your settlements beyond their original limits. There is a brand new building tree available within the deeps, providing opportunity to do things you couldn't do in your existing settlements, such as sealing your hold, smelting your oath gold, just to name a few. However, all dwarf players should be aware that expanding into the deeps is a costly endeavor. You'll need permission from the High King. Okay. And we'll also need some patience to clear blockages. With this feature, we aim to address feedback from the last dwarf update, which indicates that some players felt the dwarfs had an overly expansionist and aggressive playstyle. That did happen. This edition provides dwarf players with the option to focus on playing taller, investing more in existing settlements, and adopting a more defensive strategy. There is much more to discover with this feature, including new gameplay opportunities and unique elements. I enjoy playing aggressive with dwarfs, but it's a bit strange. So we can build the wall. So we need to figure this out. Okay. We still get our... Do we still get our normal? It says once you build the wall, the high wall, the Great Gate. Once you've built the Great Gate, we get a new chain of buildings. Is there a toggle button somewhere? Yeah, there. Okay, yeah, we're toggled. So you still most like... Okay, so... Buildings, garrison... I don't remember the buttons by heart. And the new building chain... Yeah, okay, so this will be... underneath, so you can toggle between these two for like under empire. Yeah, like if there's a Skaven settlement there, so you can toggle over to your under empire, and then you can build your new buildings. And there's some defensive. These are usually defensive, right? Infrastructure, the deeps. Okay, so you get 3 tiers, so it's like a settlement underneath the settlement. The dev blog has more. It's very good. All 4 features are good, plus the AI buffs. Ooh. So I should read the dev blog? They summarize it here because they did the blog. Oh, okay. You basically have an undercity in your own regions? Yeah, a personal... And it's in your settlement, so you can defend it. So you're not at risk of losing it. So you can actually invest in it. Okay. So we should read the dev post. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, this is like, you guys have read all of this. I haven't yet. Sorry, I'm totally out of the loop on everything. But that seems kind of cool, building down. Okay. Mitchell Hasty, he says, I'm going to tell you about stuff. He's the design director. I'm going to skip through fluff. First, a bit of backstory. I just said I was going to skip the fluff. I don't think the fluff is super... Sometimes they write these posts so full of fluff that's really unnecessary, and it's like nice and cute and all that, but I want the nitty gritty. Just scroll down to the features in the blog. The content, the deeps, the new dwarf. Yeah, feature. Okay, thank you. Dwarfs. They just had an update. They did. And you know what? I like the update, but they did just have one. That's what you're thinking. Yes, I can read minds. And as I mentioned, I'll give you some ideas of why we chose what we do. In this case, there was a fair amount of feedback for the dwarfs based on their last update that some consider their overall play style to be fairly aggressive. Agreed. And focused on expansionist. Yes. Or wide. Yes. I would agree with all of this. The new dwarfs playstyle went into all of this. 100% agree. Not too surprising given this is Total War after all, but it is a fair point that the fantasy of dwarfs is more defensive and tall. Fair enough. When trying my hardest to avoiding any short jokes here. Ultimately, the aim with this feature is to provide more opportunity for playing taller, perhaps investing more in fewer settlements and making what you do have tougher to take. And the best thing is, if you want to keep doing what you're doing, this feature is optional. It really is a playstyle dependent, and I like to think this feature rounds off one of the last rough edges of dwarfs, and we wanted to take this chance to do that before we move on to other areas of the game. I really personally appreciate this because technically, if they didn't do this now, they might have only done it in like 3 years. So we'll see. So what's the feature all about? All dwarf factions will have access to the deeps, essentially the deeper location in their holds. In gameplay terms, these provide you more room to build with extra building slots and a complete separate building tree that allows a few different bits of gameplay with things you can't do with your traditional building options. There are some limiting factors though, and heavy investment is required to develop your deeps. This isn't just a pure power spike for the Dawi. Depth is way better than just power. You'll gain access to the deeps in any settlement you own by constructing the Great Gate, the building we saw before. The entrance that links the surface world within the deeps. It's important to note, though, digging to such depths is costly and time-consuming. You're going to need permission from the High King to be expending such resources, and you'll need to develop your existing deeps location before you can expand to more. So a limiting factor, okay. Belegar and Thorgrim have a small bonus in this regard, though. Belegar, because he's already received permission to go reconquer 8 peaks, and Thorgrim because he is the High King. Duh. Great Gate, the deeps. Well, an extremely costly and time provides access to the deeps. The deeps will be destroyed if the building is destroyed or demolished. When built in Skaven Blight, the deeps location will be unique. Ooh. We get a specific one for Skaven Blight. Zara Negrand and 8 Peaks. Oh, okay, so some unique deep places. Okay, that's interesting. I am alive. Okay. I wonder what the permission from the High King is actually going to be. That might still come. I need to read through before I really say anything. Below you can see the building tree of the deeps. I won't go through every building, but I'll show you a couple of cool ones. Before that, though, eagle-eyed viewers will notice that the build slot appears blocked, and that is because they are. Yeah, we saw that over here. Blockade, 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 blockade. So I'm assuming while you bring this up, it clears up blockades. That or we need to pay a resource to do it. I don't know. Let's read what the post says. I shouldn't jump too far ahead. Here again, block, block, block. There are a number of quirks involved with expanding downwards, notably block tunnels, which need to be dealt with. Again, there are trade-offs to using the feature. There are also some stranger things you can discover in the deeps. Have you read the Gotrek and Felix books? The deeps are weird, but I'll leave those for you to find. But yeah. Okay, so he's shown us some of the buildings. What they do, though, it isn't shown here, so we'll continue. Block tunnels. Reclamation of the deeps in certain dwarf holds can be difficult, as over time many tunnels have collapsed due to fighting or lack of maintenance. Cannot be removed manually. When present in a mountain climate, this blocker will be demolished upon sufficiently upgrading the entrance hall building. When Technology Construction Guilds research. Okay, so we need to do a tech for one, and the other one upgrading the entrance hall building. Okay, so upgrading thing. Just 2 of the buildings choices you'll have include the guild foundries for those who, like me, enjoy a nice bit of turtling, and also you can now seal your hold to become the most defensive, stubborn little settlement in all of the old world, just as it should be. Good luck displacing a sufficiently annoyed dwarf. So more defensive for one of them. Which one's the more? Guild fortress, seal the holds. Okay, so what do you do? Guild foundries. Guild foundries can only be staffed by settlement income plus 5% per turn. Settlement income minus per settlement owned local region. Okay, what? Why are they the per turn count local settlement income? So this is additive, and this happens once. So for one turn, it will do nothing, and then it goes up. That's how I understand per turn count. That stacks every turn. Yeah. So the longer you hold it. Okay. Yeah, I'm down with that. For one turn, it's no profit, no loss. And then it's just profit, profit, profit. Profit. More profit. Next turn, profit. Do you know what? We didn't do anything. Profit. More profit. More profit. Okay, but there's a prior level to this. There is a prior level to this. You cannot construct this building before first constructing the prior level. So that's tier 2 of the Little Hammery building. Oh, so it will be optional which one you go down. If you go down this way or if you go down this way, and then there's something over here. Because this is clearly the level 2. Well, actually, it could be the level 3 Guild Foundries. But I think it's the level 2 one. Snooping. And it's the one on the left side. I wonder what the one on the right side does. Okay. Snooping ahead of time? Yeah? That's not the one. A constant, but every turn that goes by overcomes the debuff. That's not one turn. That's a constant, but every turn that... Oh, you don't think it stacks 5% and then 5% and then 5%? Oh. I would like it to be 5% and 5% and 5%. I wish it was additive, but that would be maybe too strong. I don't know. If under great, so Seal the Hold makes you immune to siege attrition, gives you extra supplies, enemy action success chance goes down so they can't assassinate you, extra ammunition during sieges, no more growth, you've got negative growth, everyone hates you, dwarfs hate you. When you have less than fewer settlements, however, you don't get the downgrades. So this stuff only happens if you have more than 5 settlements. Okay. So this is the big defensive thing. I'm more interested in this. I'm a little bit hoping they somehow mess up the coding. And it's broken, and it is every turn, every tone. No, the income stacks, the debuff is content, and not a singular... Yeah. Okay, so it is. Oh, then this might become really strong. 10 turns in, 50%. Oh. This could be really cool. I imagine it will be every turn. Then, yeah, this could become very, very strong. Okay, good. Then it doesn't need to be a bug. If we think this is just additive the whole time, really good. That's really good. Especially as dwarfs, where you end up just doing nothing. But if you have a small number of settles, you won't be earning as much. Yeah. But if you have 50 turns, doesn't matter that it's not that many settlements. But this seems cool. I think it's good to give something to the people who don't want to be so aggressive, and dwarves aren't the most aggressive. So this is cool. This seems real cool. This is more interesting interactions. I like interesting interactions. I'll leave it at that as a top-level overview of the deeps. Be sure to look out for more details in our patch notes for this update. Hopefully you're excited to give the feature a go. I am. I want to play dwarves. Chaos Cults need a rework. 100% agree. They do very little unless you're playing Slaanesh. You mainly want them to go and discover new areas. You can't take settlements, though? Why couldn't you take settlements, Zarduck? There's nothing that blocks you from taking settlements with either of these. I don't see anything that would stop you from taking settlements. With Seal the Hold, if you own more than 5 settlements, you get a bunch of negative things. But honestly, 1, you don't need to seal the holds if you don't want to. And 2, minus 15 with dwarves, it's minus 5 for normal. Like, you only seal the holds after you've built it up to tier 5 anyways. So, if you want to. Every settlement reduces how much money you make. From the settlement income. It's a one-time cost per settlement, so no. And I'm not sure. It says local region. Per settlement. Oh, I see. I'm dumb. I see. I see. Per settlement owned. Local region. Local region. Per settlement owned local region. No, I think it's just going to be that one set. So Carrick, Karazakarak, Mount Squighorn, and the Pillars of Grugny, right? So the max debuff from here will be 3. So 15. So that's 3 turns. That's the max debuff. Not one time? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I understand what you're saying. Okay. Okay, we'll go through it slowly. So, let's say we built this building in Karazakarak, and we own Karazakarak, Mount Squighorn, and the Pillars of Grugny. So that will be minus 15. So we will have to do minus 5 for plus 5 for 1 turn, plus 5, making a plus 10 for 2 turns, and plus 15 for 3 turns. So for 3 turns, we will be, for 2 turns, we'll be at a loss. At 3 turns, we are at net 0. At the 4th turn, we are making profit. So, in turn 15, you are debuffed overall. I don't think so, Danton. It says local region. Local region. So it has to, in my opinion, it has to be just these 3 settlements. I don't think they're adding all settlements. Just these 3 settlements. Because local region. Right? Secondary opinions. Encourages playing toe? Yeah. I mean, those golden research rate is great as well. Will be worth building anyways. Mm-hmm. Region is 1 settlement. So local region would just be this settlement then anyways? Then it's good. Total settlement count for the faction affecting the local region income, the parenthesis. I also, as a straight up thing, I don't trust what Total War people, the blog writes or the game writes half of the time. Like, until we get to actually use it in game. This might say this, this, and this, and then it affects all your settlements. Or then it only counts this settlement. Or it accounts all 3 of these settlements. Because they've never been the best at actually writing what's actually the case. They're supposed to, but sometimes they're little mess-ups. Separate the region variable. The parentheses separate that region variable. Okay. I think it percent only affects the region, but counts over own settlements. Okay, so this one specifically, we need to wait then. Because right now we're basing all of this based off the writing, and we don't know if the writing's even right. But it does encourage playing tall. It looks cool. And I guess this clearly just needs, we just need to make sure it's not, all your settlements. If it is all your settlements, oh my god, that would not be cool. But we'll find out. I personally think max negative it can be is these 3. That's my personal opinion on it. I could be wrong though. I could totally see me being wrong. We'll find out. Let's aim and hope for. We'll find out. It's coming out tomorrow, so we find out soon. So what are Chaos Cults doing now? We just saw something new with the deep features. And as I mentioned earlier, we're looking to both add and update where possible. So next up, we'll talk about the rework of the Chaos Cults feature coming in patch 5.2. Worth noting before we jump in, everything you see applies to all 4 Chaos God who utilize cults. Why is Chaos Cults? Because they're boring and only Slaanesh has a real reason to build them. Well, we've seen a lot of feedback on cults since their inception Warhammer 3's release, and in truth, they never really hit the mark. There's a number of things I'd highlight as the cornerstone of the issue. Availability, interactivity, and usefulness. Let's go through each of these. The only one is really useful for is Slaanesh. Khorne to teleport. For Nurgle, it's, I discovered Tamarkhan. I discovered someone. The cults are, Availability of the cults was an issue because the requirements of high corruption to spawn a cult was too difficult to achieve just in general, but also even harder to specifically target locations with corruption. If there was somewhere in particular you wanted a cult to appear, we're tracking this by doing away with the corruption trigger of cults entirely. And instead, the method of spreading cults will now be the cultist agent for all the Chaos factions. So like Slaanesh, this was how it worked for Slaanesh. This is why Slaanesh worked with cults before it. And it's just the optimal gameplay, to be honest, so it's present for everyone now. Ultimately, the fantasy that cults create to corruption, not the other way around. Yeah, you send your little cultists in, cult. That makes sense. You'll see all cultists now have the established Chaos cult agent action, but there's also something extra. The Cult Magus. The Cult Magus is a new campaign-only version of the cultist agent, and they can create special cult locations that have extra building options and innate benefits. Like all other campaign-only agents, they'll disappear when using their agent action. As you can imagine, the Cult Magus is now managing the cult. He's just established, so you can't reuse him. You'll get a new Cult Magus from establishing and sufficiently developing a standard Chaos cult. So, like, you know, any of the things you get for the rats. The Plague Boys who go and drop off a plague. Or the dude, yeah, fair enough. All getting teleportation now? Maybe. It will be interesting either way. We'll find out. Cult. Yeah, well, the Kale cults needed a rework. They do need one. They were so boring. Unless you were Slaanesh and then you use them to get heroes. And, well, also not the most interesting thing, but it was a strong feature. Or teleport with Khorne. Look how the indecisive. This is the cult boy. Cultist of Tzeentch, yes. Gunther Graf. Tzeentch cult Magus. Established cult. They make cults now. Yes. The design for the interactivity level of cults clearly erred on the side of passiveness at release. Spawning them was largely out of your hands, and once established, not much could dislodge them. We flipped that on its head to make them more interactive, both when using them and indeed when they are used against you. It'll be no surprise we do this with the discoverability feature first used with the Skaven Undercities. Essentially, building more makes you more discoverable to the region owner, with certain buildings making you more or less discoverable. Some revealing you instantly and others simply destroying the cult. As the region owner, you can discover cults in the usual ways, with agents or buildings, and once a cult is discovered, it can be removed in the usual ways. Spend money. So we'll need to find out which buildings are dangerous and which aren't. The usefulness of the existing cults was hit or miss. Certain building options were great, others less so. Cults now have more than doubled in their building choices, and they also come with 2 slots instead of 1, or 3 in the case of a cult established by a Magus. Like a cult, an Undercity made by the specific Clan Scryer guy. The buildings are broken down into 4 categories. The machinations of a cult focus more on ongoing benefits from the cult's presence. Corruption, which is of course focused on corrupting the region. Rituals, which are focused on providing one of benefits, usually resulting in the destruction or discovery of the cult. And finally, the Cult Magus, a unique building option which came with a ritual that is stronger than all others, and the Cult Magus chambers, which can help you hide your cult. Below you can see the Tzeentch cult buildings. Obviously ignore the missing icon issues. I'm thinking the Cult Magus can do something like the Clan Scryer boy, where you get, you know, the earthquake or that kind of thing. All cults have access to teleportation ritual. Ooh, previously only Khorne could do this. Yeah, that's why it was semi-useful for Khorne. But it was one of the few people really enjoyed, so now it's available for everyone because it's super useful. There are 36 buildings across all cults, too many to show here, but in general, you'll see Tzeentch focused on his many tricks and grimoires, Khorne on war killing and skulls, Slaanesh on seduction, of course, and Nurgle on plagues and how to benefit from them. Some examples of building choices: Ritual of Summoning instantly transports your faction leader to the settlement. That's the Khorne one. That's real cool. Then we've got Intricate Preparations. This is for Tzeentch, changing of the way cost down 80% faction wide. Ooh. It is minus 20 books, and discoverability is 200%. Ooh. Ooh. And the building is destroyed here. Okay. Ritual of blood. War will be declared on a random faction. Interesting. Instantly replenish all units faction-wide. Ooh. And the cult gets destroyed. Ooh. Reset. That's cool. Oh. Honestly, that's so thematic. Ritual of blood, so thematic. Sacrifice to me! 5.2 has so much great stuff in it, especially for the modding community. People gonna go nuts with the deeps. The deeps are interesting too, yeah. This cult stuff honestly feels really thematic to me. I've always enjoyed chaos, so. You can never have too much, and there's no such thing as enough. Ritual of excess. Settlement owner instantly gains 200 seductive influence upon completion. Instant seduction. Instantly gain 5,000 income. Local region owner, so give someone 5k. Cult is destroyed upon being complete. Instant seduction. Ooh. Ooh, these are also feeling really thematic and fun. Unusual location, my favorite part of the preview. So pumped. I haven't seen unusual locations yet, so we will find out still. That's a brief overview of the Chaos Cult rework. This might actually be fun to interact with before it was really just forget about. Ooh. Why isn't it out today? I don't know if I have time to play games tomorrow. I got hospital and shit tomorrow. Why isn't this coming out today? CA, you want to give me access today? I want access. Give me access. Tomorrow's fine. I just don't know if I can play tomorrow. I know you guys like dwarfs, but the cults honestly seem pretty cool to me. Unusual locations, new mini feature. This last feature is something small, something a bit different, and like what we've done elsewhere in the game. It's also the section you're least going to want spoilers for, as you can discover the content yourself through your campaigns. Should I read this, or should I be surprised? You actually look better than that? Thank you. Brain damage suits me. So what is it? Be surprised? I'm only spying a little. Just a little spy. Okay, chat. Tell me, are we reading unusual locations? I didn't actually cheat. Also, I need to get rid of that one. It's driving me insane. I need to get rid of the one. I can't have ones being appearing. Yes. It's worth looking at to understand the only spoil two. Okay, so I won't read the ones. Okay, so what is it? Well, I'm a huge fan of world building content in games, especially if they have lore as rich as Warhammer does. So much lore. And from a gameplay perspective, I've always wanted to make the world feel a bit more alive. This is hopefully a start to doing more for both of these things. And I want to keep doing this going forward. To stop myself from reading it, I'm covering the screen with my hand. You can't see that. With the addition of this feature, there are now various unique and perhaps strange locations that it can appear at your settlement. Some will be cults, some various orders, or perhaps something entirely different. None of them link to any existing factions. They'll situate themselves at your settlements as a building. At various points throughout your campaign. And all come with effects and in many cases trade-offs, events, traits, items, or otherwise. Something akin to landmarks, but bringing more interactivity, uniqueness, and flavor to your campaigns. So a location spawns near your settlement, a cult's order, something different. Not exist connected to campaign factions. and they can join. And you'll be able to build a unique building based on what comes knocking at your door. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. That is interesting. Interesting. Huh. They have their own tab slot so they don't compete with core slot. Ooh, they get an extra Ooh, that's cool. That is cool. Certain instances of these unusual locations will only appear in certain places. Others can appear in many places, and you'll be able to remove them if you want, much like you can other unwanted visitors. There are 20 in total so far, and I'd like to add more going forward, as this batch are mostly focused on the old world and the races they're in. I'll leave you with 2 simple examples just so you have a rough idea of what to expect. I'm not going to read this or this, and I won't read this, but yeah, ooh. Okay, so deal for any future stream coming up. We're just going to take whatever we get unless it's horrible. And if it's horrible, maybe you can bully me into taking it anyways. Random landmarks basically stashed in an Undercity-like tab. Yeah, that is cool. I like that. That gives themes. So this one has lots of good themes in it seems like. So we get the dwarf theme, we build underground, we get strong, we build our deep holds, we seal off. Themes. It's thematic, it's vibes. Then we've got the cult themes that are also... The cults are sounding like they're not shit. And thematic, because the blood one, this one, that just make a sacrifice to your chaos god and he heals you up. That's or they heal you up. That's really thematic. And then the stuff that I'm squinting at. Yeah, I'm excited. Why doesn't this? It's a shame that it's not out today. I hope they do the needful and put all landmarks on that tab. I hate having to struggle over a building slot for some of them. Oh. Straight up though, this looks cool. There's patch notes already on. Yeah, I have the patch notes right over here. I thought I was going to just read the patch notes, but we read this. It would have been so cool if this was here today. Oh, I'm so... I want this now. This is unfair. I haven't played the game in, ages. And now I see all the cool stuff, and actually, do you know what? Good on UCA. Making me excited to play the game and annoyed that I can't play the new feature. Darn it all! What you doing making me excited? How dare you make me excited? Ugh. Okay, so dwarf stuff looks cool. I want to play dwarfs. Cults look cool. I want to play chaos. Not looking at this too heavily because, is that how it works? Undercity for the unusual location. I'm not reading this. And then there's the Grand Cathay Ivory Road. This is good. I don't know if this is good, but I think doing something here is a good idea to do something here. Because Cathay's caravans are more boring than Chaos Dwarf's caravans. Straight up Chaos caravans are just cooler and more interesting. We all know it. There's nothing you can say about it. It's just Chaos Dwarf caravans are cooler than Grand Cathay ones. I'm doing my best not to read the little thingy here because I want to play it and find the random cults and be like, ooh, that's cool. Now back to the patch and go to the Cathay caravans. Yeah, pretty much. I'm a bit annoyed. I started a Changeling game right before the devlog dropped. Definitely going to be dwarves for next game. Yeah. Like, I don't want to touch any of these races right now because it's like, oh, they're going to have cool update tomorrow. Grand Cathay Ivory Road update. We've heard your feedback regarding the Ivory Road feature and how the Chaos Dwarfs Convoys feature supersedes it in some ways. To address this, we made the following improvements. Chaos Dwarfs ones are better. Cathay can now dispatch multiple caravans. As the Lord of Xiangyang, Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, may dispatch 2 caravans from the start of the campaign, and a newly added technology available to all Cathayan factions can add another caravan slot. Nice. Caravans will gain a unit depending on which location they complete their journey at. For example, arriving at Erengrad will grant a unit of Kshina ambushers along with a unique item. That will change destination drops depending on what units you want in an army. That could be really interesting, yeah. 3 new destinations have been added to the Immortal Empires campaign. Nuln Empire, Barkvar, Dwarfs, and Gisero, Bretonia. So we'll need to find out what all the different units are you can get. So Erengrad is Kshina. A number of small UX improvements and bug fixes have also been implemented. For example, you can now see the amount of cargo the caravan is carrying as well as the maximum available when an event appears that could add to the caravan's cargo. Okay, that's nice. Doesn't look like you can add heroes again. I think they should just allow you to put heroes in as well. Because you lose your hero if you put your hero in there. But the multiple caravans will be nice, yeah. And then you can kind of plan what kind of armies you want based on where you send your caravans. Or do you only ever get one Kshina ambusher the first time you go to Erengrad? Because before you only got one unique item going somewhere. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm guessing no one gives Gunnar, I'm assuming, as well. Hey, Autumn. Yeah. Campaign UI update, settlement resource tooltip. We've improved the tooltip displayed when hovering over the resource. Yeah, that's nice. That's just a small cute thingy. Hover over the button, shows you the thing. Campaign AI preface. As part of patch 2, we've incorporated much of your feedback to improve the overall challenges presented by the campaign AI during the mid to late turns of your campaign. We've also made minor updates to the difficulty settings. Recruitment and unit qualities refresh. We have been hard at work to fine-tuning the campaign AI recruitment system. So the changing what the AI recruits. Recruitment, unit building, and scores and synergies. This one's gonna really come down to how it actually like, you can write whatever you want here. There's no way for us to know how accurate or good or bad something will be until we actually get to play it. But there's supposed to be campaign AI changes. So we've been hard at work fine-tuning campaign AI recruitment system to make it more robust and effective. We have also streamlined how unit qualities, the value the AI uses to measure a unit's power, are designed and balanced. So that the AI is better at telling what is a good unit and what is a bad unit. I wonder how much they focus on what the AI is actually good at using versus what is actually a good unit. Because the AI is better at using certain units over others. Like, you give them an archer stack and the AI is going to mess up. You give them something else and they might not. But if you give them an archer stack, the AI is just going to derp out. They're not good at using archers. Building, scores, and synergies. We updated the campaign AI building system to improve its progression in the mid to late game of campaign. We have increased construction priority on main major settlements to accelerate how quickly the campaign AI can unlock higher tier units. Yeah, that makes sense. For example, from advanced military buildings, we have increased construction priority on special resource building, gold mines, compared to standard income buildings, rebalancing stuff. We need to just watch how the AI plays. If the AI does better. So this is just, in quotations, making the AI smarter. But until we see it implemented, it doesn't mean much. Lastly, we did a construction prioritization balance pass on the two most problematic factions, Tomb King and Lizardmen. Example of AI army comparison changes for Lizardmen on turn 50. So this is supposedly what they would have had turn 50 prior, and this is what they have afterwards. So there are more forces. But this army already clearly is more expensive, these armies. These are 3 armies versus 2 armies. And when we talk about actual cost value, these armies are more expensive. And they're saying that unit quality, but the AI, there's affordability in there as well. Like, this might be affected based on the building scores and synergies. If the Lizardmen are now building their buildings more properly and actually have income, then they can afford this. Whereas if they weren't doing it, then maybe they could only afford this. So I don't know if this comparison, I don't know how they set up this comparison. This feels heavily like we need to actually look into this, but it'd be cool if the AI does better. These could be good, but I don't know, say not to fuck it up. Yeah, pretty much. Like, this could be good, but until we actually see it, it's a big old nothing. It's a big old nothing. It's good to see that they're working on it. So it's really nice to have them put this out there. But until we actually see it in action, we don't know how these screenshots were generated. Yeah. Increased challenge on higher difficulty. Based on your feedback, we have increased the difficulty buffs applied to the AI by approximately 20% in accordance with their factional potential. Okay, that's actually not what I was looking for. I was hoping this was... There are 2 sliders I would like to add, or 1 slider. Growth and income for the AI. I thought I hated the AI having money cheats in Warhammer 2. I have come to decide for myself that I don't hate the AI having money cheats. I want the AI to have their money cheats back. And I think a little bit they've gained some of their money cheats back at some point, because you would see a bunch of dwarfs all together around one settlement. Turns out, I think the AI in Total War needs the money cheats. Also, yes! I is back. Hello, Volnir. Gobble for 26 months. I am back. Yeah, I am back. I am back. But thank you for being in Russia for so long. Dang, 26 months is a long time. And I'm doing good, by the way, everyone. I'm doing good. But something I would personally like... Okay, chat, how do you feel? How would you feel about having a slider for AI getting extra money / growth? Let's go and kick the growth out. I won't even mention the growth. How would you feel if you had a slider? What do you feel about a slider for the AI getting cheats on money? How would you feel about that? Also, I'm doing that so I can click open things. What are the opinions? In counting? Yeah, in counting. Nope. Anything to make the game more enjoyable? It's a little easy right now. Yeah. Indifferent? Isn't what the campaign cheats already are? No, they don't get specifically anything for money in the sliders you get. The sliders we get for the game currently... is just a difficulty modifier. I'm launching the game. So we can go and look at it. Also, more option is never bad. That's how I feel about it. Because I want to give the AI their money back. They kind of need it, in my opinion. It would add a little bit... Like, I know they're cheating. They have upkeep reduction. Yeah, but I feel like they need even more. It hasn't been enough in the last ones. I feel like... I'm not even sure if they get upkeep reduction. You might be right. You might... I off the top of my head, I'm not sure if they get upkeep reduction. So let's go and look at the sliders. I don't know if the game's super loud or not because here we'll do cafe.
Supreme Master.
Endgame, I don't care about that. That's not what we're looking for. So this is the battle slider. Yeah, so there's nothing on our AS dots. Okay, battle slider over here. So this is just them getting cheats in battles. It would be under... That's all battles, saving. Where would it be? Enable sea lanes. Okay, would it be under here? With significantly lower upkeep. Okay, yeah, here. Upkeep costs are down. Enemy factions will field more armies and make swifter campaign progress while enjoying many other bonuses. Okay, so it would be under here. It would be the stuff we can't see. Okay, so what I would like is specifically them to have even more upkeep reductions, is what I'm saying. For me, I'd like them to have more upkeep reduction. Or have sliders, yeah. Because I feel like the AI is missing out on money. Okay, there, you are right. There was upkeep reduction left, yeah. Yo, we're getting proper stabbers for our boy. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Have you seen the campaign customization on Pharaoh? You can make the game so different by changing a bunch of settings like AI money, etc. I haven't actually. When I originally was semi-interested, when Pharaoh was coming out, I asked you guys if you wanted me to try it out. And at the time you weren't interested. We could give it a try now, obviously, since things have changed and stuff. Like, not right this second, but we could give it a try at some point. So I haven't really been looking at Troy too much. Not Troy, sorry. Pharaoh. I haven't looked at Troy. Pharaoh? I haven't been looking at Pharaoh too much, but but I have heard that they got a lot of updates and that people are really excited about Pharaoh now. That's another fair question. Are you guys interested in us trying out Pharaoh? Because I haven't played Pharaoh. Like, I threw the option out there originally, but everyone was hating on it because, you know, really expensive, yada, yada, yada. But it has gotten updates, and it might... And price has gone down, and a bunch of other things. Like, we could definitely try it out. But for me, I would ask. So, over here, I want the AI to get even more money cheats. More money cheats. Give the AI more money cheats. Or sliders. Because I feel like the AI needs a bit more help when it comes to upkeep. Especially considering the difference between these armies legitimately could just be upkeep. That could actually be the difference. Yeah, I am enjoying Pharaoh, but it is a very different thematically from Warhammer. It is sad to not have magic either. Historical. But yeah, I'm down. Their patch say they're increasing the modifiers for AI potential on the higher difficulties. Yeah, they do say that. So that might honestly fix. Wait, no, those are... I don't know where... Here, yeah. By 20% fix it. That might honestly already fix my complaint of the AI not getting enough money. 20% could be a good, valid amount. Am I covering up what I'm showing? Should I get rid of my face? I don't know. I like to see more than the starting tier 4 to 5 unit in an AI Lord's army at turn 50. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. That's pretty bad if you only see if the AI hasn't made any units in 50 turns. That's depressing. We were turn 52 in a Nuln campaign and we saw Ikka and it was like turn 52, Ikka level 14. What? Turn 52. This wasn't early on. Turn 50, Ikka had a bad campaign. And I'm not saying everyone should be, you know, max something, but it was turn 52. I was expecting, you know, level 20 something, at least. Also, the AI needs to be more aggressive. They tend to sit in their settlements a bunch. They do. So, we need a little threat. And I bet his army was nothing more than Skaven. It happens. Maybe Ikit was just chilling at home playing a computer game. I feel like he was, but he was an Athaloran when I saw him. He was an Athaloran level 15, level 14. It was turned 52. It felt wrong. It felt wrong seeing it. Recruitments, this is for the AI. So this is the balancing, right? This is why, upon further review, we noticed that the unit quality values, the number the AI uses to evaluate the power of a unit for the purpose of recruitment, had a high number of inconsistency, which was causing problems with the campaign. We've overhauled the unit qualities value system. Okay, so they just went over it, cleaned it up, fixed it up. Buildings, reprioritized what's important. They said this above. When reviewing AI construction, we observed that the AI sometimes took a considerable amount of time to upgrade their main settlement building chains. For example, by turn 40, Altdorf was still averaging only tier 2. Yeah, it's just going and setting new focuses for the AI, okay. So they build what's important. So Altdorf builds it up because it makes money, it's got a lot of good things. Main settlements are important. Okay, yeah. Setting their priorities. Special resource buildings, construction priorities, bespoke faction buildings, scores and synergy updates. So I'm hoping full overhaul of all races for priority. Can I build this building? No. Can I build this building? No. Can I build this building? Yes. Can I build this building? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is priority 3. And this was priority 7. Obviously, I built priority 3. 1 and 2 were not available to build. So, reprioritizing everything. That's good. AI potential modifying should, in theory, make the chosen ones more aggressive, stronger. It could probably had low potential for that game. That's what I think as well. But it was still kind of disappointing seeing him level 14. It's that whole randomize who's going to be a strong faction and who's going to be a weak faction in the game. Yeah. It's just, that was such a good example for the AI not doing a thing. Because I've seen, turn 10, level 15, so-and-so lord. So we can get the super strong AI. But random things can happen and then it's not. I feel that there were 2 designers for this game. On one hand, the player is incentivized to play slow via how the early missions are handed out. On the other hand, you're encouraged to be aggressive. I think they just want to go and make it so people with different play styles can have fun. If you're a turtley player or a tall player, that you can have fun. Or if you're an expansionist, really heavily aggressive player, that you can have fun. But it's a hard thing to balance. Hey, yo, you're alive? Yeah, I am. I'm breathing. I'm okay. I can read. It's great. Wouldn't mind if they tweak potential to favor rival factions again instead of random. I can see that. Instead of random trying again. Tired of playing Order and finding at turn 50 that Order tide is just steamrolling the map. You're like, okay, it's time for me to attack everybody. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah. It's that fine balancing act of there can be too much anti-player bias where you go into the game and you're like, okay, the whole world's against me and everyone's ridiculously strong and this is stupid. But then there's also, everyone's ignoring me. I'm sorry, I'm the main character. Attack me, please. Or let me go and mess you up, and also don't be too much of a pushover. You need to find that balance, and that's going to be really hard because it's not a balance of what is fair. It's what is a fun balance. That's the difficulty business. Like, I want the game to have, I want the enemy to be this aggressive towards me, sort of. This is the level I feel happy at. Or I want the game to go and make me cry. That's the difficulty you might want. I don't know. I'm squarely in the camp of needing the AI to challenge me. There you go. Blurgle wants to be who got killed. Oh shit, it was me. Some people want that. So they need to figure out how to balance people's wants and needs. Enemy should mega ally more than the stronger you get. Yeah. And this is the part they need to figure out what is right for the game and the players and everyone. That's why having options is good. Yep, it's very good. Because someone might want a game where they're god of everything. Someone wants to play easy, and just be like, hoo. You thought there was anything? No. And other people want, I need to spend 3 hours on this battle, otherwise I lose the campaign. So we need them to find the balance for the very hard side, because the very hard side needs a little extra, I think, at the moment. They're not challenging some of the they're not challenging the try-hard people enough in a lot of occasions. Because some people need that try-hard. Some people want to be messed up, and that's okay. It's good they are making these changes and not just making DLC until the next game. That is good, yeah. No. Because also, if the game's not fun, no one's gonna buy the DLC. So if they just make DLC, and then you come in, you're like, ooh, these are cool mechanics, but there's no real fun to play the game, people are gonna stop buying the DLC. So I think it's important that they make these changes. But it is good they are. God. Honestly, can the Changeling do anything? Or do you mean when you're playing as Changeling? Because when I played Changeling, I felt too OP. I felt too OP playing Changeling. I felt like I couldn't lose. I need a bit of risk that I can lose, otherwise I lose interest so fast. I need there to be a chance of me, you know. I need a little misery there to go and make me ready to get excited. Is there any mention of auto-resolve in the patch notes? That's a big thing, is affecting difficulty. Yeah, the auto-resolve is super imbalanced. I haven't seen anything for auto-resolve. Our difficulty updates. Okay. Feedback. Indication insufficient challenge on higher difficulties. Yep. So I'm skipping over. This was all construction. Because this was, yeah, this is all just saying reprioritizing what gets constructed. Let me just make sure that's actually the case. Bespoke faction scores and synergy updates. Lizardmen. And they struggle to recruit. Yeah, this is their recruit overhaul. Yeah, this is just them explaining how the AI is going to build their buildings. If they make cool things, we'll find out. I need to see how the AI plays to go and have real opinions on that. So, higher difficulty. To allow the higher difficulty modes to achieve their intended difficulty. So, what they're going to do to make higher difficulties more difficult is increased by 20% difficulty buffs applied to the A based on their faction potential. So, more buffs based on their racial potential. I'm not sure what that means. This affects XP gain, construction cost, recruitment cost, upkeep, growth, and replenishment rate. Okay, so if you're a strong faction... Increased by 21? Okay, what... So 20% added to difficulty buffs for AI campaign map. Added global recruitment duration reductions, very hard -1, legendary -2 global recruit. So they can get the cool units anywhere much faster. Okay, this one's really important to keep in mind. So, if you play very hard, the AI will automatically get -1 global recruitment duration. So something that takes 2 turns will now only take them 1 turn from their global recruitment. If you play legendary, -2. This is something just minor mental thing to keep in mind. And then the 20%, we'll see how that... We need to see how 20% actually plays out. But I'm all for this. This makes me happy. Okay, battle. Orcs and goblins reinforcements. After some deep thinking. So this makes me happy. After some deep thinking, a pair of units arrived to the Greenskin factions for all owners. So we're getting new units. New gobos. The new goblins unit, swords and shields. So swords and shield goblins being added. The spears are getting bonus versus large and charge defense. I like seeing that we're just getting gobos for no reason and orcs for no reason. And then we get orc boy spears. And the orcs never had spears, so yeah, that's good. That's cool. Okay. That's just cool. 2 new units. For free. They already have bonus recruit slots? That global recruitment is a pretty big help? Yeah. Because they don't always build buildings in places, or then they'll just be sitting somewhere for like 5 turns recruiting something. Yeah. No, that it looks good. And just 2 free units. Okay, battle map tree cluster update. Okay, we need to see the maps before we say anything about that, but we've all seen the weird maps. The weird trees that are these real trees? Are these fake trees? Are these real trees? Are these fake trees? And then also, perfect circle of trees. I paint here. I do paint here. I do paint here. So, tree update. So, a bunch of map updates with trees. Okay. Tree updates. Okay, looks a little more natural. We're just looking at pictures. Yeah, I guess. I guess it looks... Sure. Darthu approves. They're now actual forests. We don't know that. They're not showing if units can hide in there. But it looks better. It looks better, I'd say. Sure. Sure. Do you know how much of a problem it is that my faith is so low? I'm like, I don't know if I can even trust the trees to be trees anymore. I don't actually know if I can trust the trees to actually be trees. Fair enough, they're visually more forest than trees, yeah. Visually, it looks nice. Visually, it looks nice. Mechanically, we need to find out. We'll see. Community maps. Bordello Landing by Bob Dat Builder. We have okay, so this map's coming back. There were some issues with... Hey, remember the map we were playing on where we would just walked off the bridge where you shouldn't be able to? Is that this map? Is it? I don't know. It's a pretty map. This is a pretty map, and that other map that's super buggy is also a pretty map. But... so... Bordello Landing is back in the game. Okay. Also, shout out Bob That Builder for making the map, and it's nice. It's awesome. But yeah, CAPTSD. Yeah, it's definitely there a little bit. I see them say, we fixed the trees. I'm like, did you? I don't know if you can fix trees. I don't know, man. Shadows of Change is getting a new background. Ooh, that's pretty. The Shadows of Change background. This is so boring. Like, this doesn't matter. Let's be real here. This really doesn't matter. But this is boring as fuck. This is boring as fuck. This is cute. I might have this as my background. Or is this just an actual picture? Main menu? No, it's a main menu background. This is cute. This is cute. I might have this as my background. The tree started talking. Yeah, so I might switch it to this instead of, I think I have, like, what? I normally have I had Thrones of Decay because we were doing Thrones of Decay, but my favorite one is actually... This one's my favorite one. The Prof and the Warlock. It's just so chill vibes. I like the game to launch on this screen. Or... I also like this one, but I guess I like Jungles. There's also another one, the Rakarth one, I like quite a bit. This one. But I like the Jungles best, so we're going back to the Jungles. Do I like this jungle more? No, I like this jungle best. This is like the most irrelevant stuff. It does matter! I like the Pirate Coast. There you go, there you go. So, hopefully the Shadows of Chain one. This one looks way better than the other one. The most important part is the gameplay, in my opinion. This is extra stuff that can make you happy, but also sometimes the other stuff's more important. Dinner's calling. Enjoy your food. So we got some bug fixes coming up as well. Are these important? Like, these are important. Resolved a rare crash when end turn cycle when a character died. Campaign province. I don't have these crashes, so I don't usually care. Sucks if you do. If you do, hopefully they actually fixed it. And then there's fix more whole wolf of waste skill not applying. Fix issues with missions where the owner own X amount of provinces. Completed too early. Campaign animations. Supreme Sorcerer was missing some animations. Marathi had no animations. Oh yeah, I heard Marathi was T-posing. Fixed reinforcements when Luther fixed These aren't really fun to read through. It's really good that they're being fixed, though. They're just not fun to read. Battle animations. These, like, again, important, but they're not the funnest to read. Yeah, rollback builds. We have updated the definition of so you can go back to previous patches if you want. Important if you're experiencing Okay, looks good. Warhammer menu music be loud. I'll turn that down, sorry. Is that better? I'm sorry. I don't have my headphones on, so I actually don't hear it. I don't know what I've got my stuff set to. I should have put my headphones on when I launched the game, but I didn't. So now the biggest issue... Okay, let's talk about everything. I'm hyped. And a little bit, CA. How dare you? How dare you make me excited to play the game again? How dare you make me get all drooly about things that aren't here? How dare you? I was excited to play the game today, and now I'm like, but I don't get the cool things. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Because I came in and I'm like, we'll quickly go and skim the patch. There's going to be a patch. There's going to be a couple interesting things, but whatever. But are you just being set up for disappointment? Maybe. I could be. At least I won't have to wait long to find out if I'm being set up for disappointment. Ugh. Man. Okay. Overview. Dwarfs Underdeep thing. Thematic, cool. Who knows if it's any good. Thematic and cool. Thumbs up. Cults. They were in a horrible state. Honestly, they can't make the cults worse. Thumbs up. What we've seen look thematic and cool. What else was in there? Cathay update. It's cool. I'm not hyped. This is cool. Not super hyped. Yeah, that's how we'll go with it. I want to play Dwarfs with their new mechanic. I want to play Chaos with the new cults. Hyped. Cathay, this doesn't make me want to play Cathay more. I still want to play Cathay because I like playing Cathay. This doesn't make me hype for Cathay. That it's good, but it doesn't make me hype. Does that make it? Do you know what I mean? What Cathay update? They're getting Ivory Road update. So there's some changes to the caravans. You can have more than one caravan, which is cool. But this doesn't incentivize me to play Cathay more than I wanted to play Cathay beforehand. But Cathay is pretty high on my priority list of races I like playing. So I think this is good, but it doesn't make me hyped to play Cathay. Dwarf update makes me hyped to play Dwarfs. Colts make me hyped to play Chaos. Then the UI update, whatever. Needs to be seen. AI update needs to be seen. Where's the thing about the special buildings? Unusual locations makes me excited to play any campaign. So that's a thumbs up. So everything's a thumbs up. But dwarfs and chaos things make me want to play those two races. Those were the two things. I say again, what update? Yeah, in that sense. It's just kind of a little bit of a boost to the Cathay thingamajiggy. It's minor, yeah. So I still want to play Cathay, but this doesn't make me go, oh, I want to play Cathay right this second when this update is here. Whereas Dwarfs and Chaos make me go, ooh, Dwarfs, Chaos, I want to play. Hey, I'm down to play. You guys want to play some Chaos stuff? You want to play some Dwarfs? Any Chaos enjoyers out there? Any Dwarf enjoyers? But yeah, so that's my general vibes on what we're seeing. It's cool. It's cool. I'm happy. That's pretty nice. What's unclear to me with the Cathay update is, do each caravan get the new unit after reaching the destination, or is the new unit just for the first caravan at the end there? See, I don't know either. It could be the first time only, or it could be every time. I don't know. They're not clear here. We need to play to find out. If it's every time, that's really good, because then you can go and shape and build your army. If it's one time only, that's kind of shit. No offense. That's kind of shit. Because you're going to be going to specific locations for the items first and foremost, right? Not for the unique item. So, I don't know. 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 We need to play. We'll find out tomorrow, since everything comes out tomorrow. It's not just for Cathay. The first time you go to any settlement, you get their unique item. Now the units are new, so we'll find out. It's just, we don't know. It comes out tomorrow, 20th, yeah. Just because you live in the future doesn't mean you get it early, Halo. But like if you could randomly pick up extra units by events, you can still do that. You can still most likely, like, I'm assuming they're not removing that feature. If they are, that Cathay's boned, and Cathay's in a bad spot. I'm assuming you still get the random units with Cathay. It's just then you can get specific units. Also with Cathay specifically, if you just traveled around, you could go and get some of the random items, like you could get the dagger, the opal dagger, which is really nice. But yeah, I thought it was coming soon, TM. 1 second. Patch. There you go. It arrives. 5.2.0 arrives tomorrow, August 20th. The random units are too rare in my opinion. They can be. It's like, it's so RNG dependent for the random units for Cathay. But yeah. Patch 5.2.0 arrives tomorrow, August 20th. So the patch is here tomorrow. So hype for tomorrow. Not today. They have given us an official date. Yeah. See, this is breaking my plans. Or is that the new one? Yeah, there's a... Link in chat. Link in chat. Patch live stream tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment, but I want to. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but I would like to. So I can't give you a promise of a stream tomorrow, but I need to go to the hospital again tomorrow, so I can't promise a stream tomorrow, but I would like to. Nurgle stream next? Nurgle or Dwarf? Because Colts... So we're not going to do Slaanesh, since Slaanesh already has... currently Slaanesh has good Colts, right? Like, out of anyone who can utilize Colts, it's Slaanesh. If we're going and testing, it might be Dwarfs tomorrow. It's Dwarfs or Chaos, and not Slaanesh. Okay, I guess that's good enough. Excuse, yeah. Health is more important. It's not even health is more important, it's more just... Hey, I don't want to be blind. See Alien Romulus yet? No, I haven't. Oh, is that the new Alien movie? I saw a trailer for it, though. I saw the second Deadpool movie. That was super clippy. It felt like I was going through reels. It was enjoyable to watch, but it felt like I was going through reels or something. I haven't seen the new Alien movie. New Alien looks kind of hype, kind of like full action. We'll see if it's good. Deadpool felt very much clippy. Same with Deadpool 3, mixed. It's very mixed. Okay. Like, Deadpool was enjoyable, but if you're going in there expecting to get a movie with big story, it's not kicking in for me. It felt more like, look at a billion Easter eggs, wanna play a drinking game, But yeah. So, you can't stand Deadpool? I honestly enjoyed the first Deadpool, so... But this last one, it was so much fourth wall breaking, so much clippy, so much everything. It's like, this is the kind of movie I should have watched with a bunch of friends and we played a drinking game while doing it. Deadpool 3 felt like a bad movie, but a decent Disney film, which is saying much. Like you can enjoy it. I wouldn't recommend going to theaters to watch it, but like, having a night with friends, watching the movie, maybe play a drinking game with it, a good time. Or if you want to kick back, relax, and just kind of enjoy something kind of fun, well, something, it has good funny moments in it. If you want to just have some enjoyable fun, you can watch it, but I wouldn't recommend, like, this isn't like a must-see movie. It's kind of like, pretty fun, but that's it. I wouldn't want to go blind either, Raiden. Imagine having to play Total War based on sound only. An Elon chip? Nah, heck no. Yeah, that Saturday, I was playing a game, and I legitimately couldn't tell the difference between very distinct different buildings. It's just like, does this belong to me? Is this my settlement? I don't know. I'm gonna hope yes. We know you bought the Deadpool. But nah, I'm good. Like, I can see now again. And tomorrow, I would like to play the new patch. I'm just not promising you guys patch. No promises. You can wear glasses like Dr. Disrespect. He's doing great, guys. Alright. So I never watched Dr. Disrespect. Lucia's bringing up all the controversy stuff. Supposedly he's hella sus. I did have pretty bad light sensitivity, so I was wearing a lot of sunglasses, actually. Well, it was starting to get better, and I can see again now. Must feel good AF to be a dwarf and just dig deeper and deeper. Yeah. No, I'm kind of hyped for dwarfs. Like, I think I'll most likely play dwarfs tomorrow. If we play dwarfs, we're playing High King. High King! I like the High King. Never cared for him either, but news is funny. Honestly, the Mr. Beast news is more interesting to me. But this is drama! And I think CA ruined my hype for today playing a game. I want to play a game tomorrow. So this is going to be just an update stream then. And the updates look cool. I'm pretty happy about that. just woke up. Nice. Thank you. But I think, yeah. I thought dwarfs wanted to take the land back, not dig deeper. Now we're gonna dig so deep. We're not gonna be the High King. We're gonna be the Low King. The lowest of low kings, the highest of high kings. We'll play Thorgrim. Yeah. That's the drama. I'm trying to, like, I don't know if I want to, like, I don't mind talking about the different drama, and sometimes I'm a big drama whore, and I have seen not all of the Mr. Beast drama videos, and not all of the Dr. Disrespect drama videos, but there's been a lot of drama around both of them. They're both hella duper sus currently. It's just, I don't know how much that is an enjoyment of the general channel, just because I sometimes enjoy going, ooh, oh god, that's bad. Ooh. And with Mr. Beast, it's not just that he's hiring people in those areas. There are some big allegations around him doing illegal gambling thingy stuff. And since his audience is mainly children's, ooh, give me all the drama. They're like serious allegations in there, because I love me some good fake gambling, but I'm a grown-up, and most of you guys are grown-ups. Like, my chat is in general, an adult. I don't think I have many underage viewers. I might have a couple, I'm not sure. If you're one of my underage viewers, wait until you're an adult, and then you can gamble, but only with fake money. Never gamble with real money. If you're an adult, you already made your choices. I can't tell you what to do. And if you're a kid, you're not going to listen to me anyways. But Mr. Beast has a lot of young viewers, and he was doing some things that looks hella like suspicious illegal gambling advertising to children, which is just fucked up. And then there's all the other random stuff that's really bad, so there's so much drama around him. But I don't know how much you guys enjoy actual drama. I know I sometimes enjoy the drama. Gamble with Robux. Yeah, except that's pretty much real money. You shouldn't even teach them to gamble with Robux. Like, don't teach children gambling. Start adding the gambling into games. I would prefer if I had... Okay, clarification before people get really confused. I don't have children. If I had a 5-year-old child, I'd prefer my child play a game with lots of blood and gore than a game with a gambling mechanic. I feel like the blood and gore would be less harmful long-term than the gambling. I have 2 kids. Ooh, drama, Benjamin, drama. But yeah, so I think advertising any sort of gambling towards children is really bad, whereas a little inappropriate characters in a game making out or whatever is like, yeah, maybe a kid isn't supposed to see that. Maybe a kid isn't supposed to see a dismemberment, whatever. That I find less, from my personal morality, and, I find less problematic directed at children than gambling. I see bigger long-term bad effects with gambling being advertised to children over, shooting people in a video game. Gambling is very psychological. It is. So, the gambling aspect for the Mr. Beast stuff is where I am like, ooh. The other stuff, super bad too. But the gambling, I don't know how many people take that one as seriously. Most likely a lot of people. But that's the one where I'm like, you can't do that. Your audience is all fucking 12. Stop going and advertising gambling to them. You're making candy bars with gambling stuff. So that's the Mr. Beast thing. But I do think we're gonna do gameplay tomorrow. They made me too excited. I'm just gonna feel like I'm playing the knockoff of everything if I don't have the new stuff. We're gonna play tomorrow. Stupid CA making things exciting. How dare they go and make me wanna, I was excited to go and play Gorst or something today. Or Kuga. I could still play Gorst because he's not really getting much change, but it's also getting warm. It's getting really warm. So I think we're gonna say GG, good night. A lot of media and games are targeted to get money from children. They are, and big government and all that. Just play an hour, lol. Okay, I'll put a pull up. No, I want to play the new stuff. I won't put a pull up because I will end up playing an hour and then it will be 5 hours. And I'll be like, no, but we only took our first region. I want to play more. It's never just an hour. Yeah. But in certain areas, I do think the government should step in and be like, you can't advertise gambling to children, period, done. And that would be big government. And that would be a big change for a lot of places. Almost took the bait. I almost got tempted. I am easily tempted. But yeah. I'll try to make a stream happen tomorrow so we can play dwarfs. Because I want to play dwarfs. I think that would be fun. Dwarfs. Build myself an under empire. I like that. But yeah. This is something I would vote positively for. Banning gambling from anyone under the age. Like even minor, even fake gambling where you don't get a prize. Also +1 for AoE. Ooh. Yeah, you guys trying to keep me here. I see how it is. I need to open the window. It's getting so warm. My hair is melting. And what do I mean my hair is melting? I mean my hair is melting. Has it been ridiculously hot with you guys as well? Because it has been so warm here. I've been sweating and dying. But straight out, ban any gambling for anyone under the age of 16, whatever. I don't actually know the age range where you would ban it. That part, more ambivalent towards. But you shouldn't be able to advertise any shape or form of gambling to children. Such a hot winter down here. Yeah, shut up, Halo. It's most likely actually cool where you're at. I'm jealous. It's been so warm. It's been 30 plus repeatedly. The whole time. I've been melting. Yeah, banning drinking drugs, etc. works so well. Well, the thing is, I don't even mind those things being in the games for the kids. The gambling is so much worse in my opinion. And bans might not be the actual solution, but you're banning those other things, and those other things, personal opinion, might not be as bad as the gambling. The gambling just really messes you up. It started raining here, so it's kind of nice. Oh, so jealous. So jealous. Okay. We want to say hi to Mercy or something? There's someone called The Brain, but they're playing in a language I don't understand. I think we go and say hi to Mercy? Does that sound good? We say hi to Mercy? Do I know how to give people rates? I do. Ooh, I'm so hyped to play Dwarfs tomorrow! Drink. GG? Yeah. Chat's gonna end up tempting me if I stay too long, so we're gonna say goodnight and head to Mercy, yeah. Good night, good night, good night, good night! Have fun with Mercy to the lose! Dwarfs tomorrow!